Mr. Marco and Ms. Young. Again, we did a talent show for the upper school today.
We did?
Which was a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody got to attend the talent show last year. But
I did last year. It was great last year. We had your Miss Rivard's daughter did it last year. She did fantastic. There was a bunch of students last year that did really well.
Right. Yeah, and it went really well again this year. And not to overshadow the wonderful students that we had, but Mr. Surratt closed out the show with a pretty jamming guitar. So you guys know that Mr. Surratt's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I did not.
Yeah. Yes, we have.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
So Mr. Surratt's retiring this year. He was nice enough to grace us with a little leather vest. It was cool. So that was kind of our field day for upper schools. But the kids did great. And the staff jumped in and did some things too. So I think it was a lot of fun for them.
Right.
We did a couple other fun things. We did our semester Virtue Award winners. I put all the students' names in there for you guys to be able to see. We give a lower and upper school award for each of the 5 traits.
Do they get like a certificate?
They get certificates,
Okay.
a medal, and then a teacher writes up a little, they nominate them when they're selected, and so they get to take the write up that
Okay.
as well. So it's a really cool something. And Miss Moore kind of drives the bus on that, so we'll find someone new for next year. We had our spring art show, which was fun to decorate the hall and the entryway for a little bit there. I also put the award winners in there so you could just see all the students that have their various skills and talents. Teacher Appreciation Week was last week, so thanks to all the parents, staff, and students too, who really made sure that every day had some fun activities. We had a lot of food. The blue cart and the coffee truck came out. I think it was a good week. That was good. And then today, was it today?
Yes.
The third graders who had been growing plants from seeds as part of their science curriculum, they planted flowers in front of the front patio there where the wall is. So that's nice. There's little signs out there from the 2 third grade classes. You guys covered a lot on athletics already. Marco, you want to add anything that's either past or present?
Yeah, so we finished our season for track on Saturday. It's sad that we're not in state track today. We actually have had about 6 kids qualify. So this is the last year that we can't go. We've gone a lot of places where we walked to the championships, and the thing I heard was there's the Green team, we have no chance. So I told the kids this year it's nice that we actually have the target on our back rather than us having to chase everybody else because we're worried about where we are. Going into cross-country season next year, our boys team actually sits 11th in the state. So we're sitting very highly looking forward starting July when we can go into CHSAA for next year. As Mr. Stucklish mentioned, they did their landscape work in partnership with St. Jude's. It was televised they did an interview on Fox 21 with Coach Waters and the girls had it blast. It poured down rain on them, and they were still out there taking care of everything, getting the sod done. The cheerleaders in basketball have this friendly rivalry, so the girls were determined that they wanted to get more work done. So by the time the boys got there to replace them at noon, the girls could say, "We beat you." There's very little left, and the boys were like literally the only thing left was the rocks, so they had to move the rock after. But they had a blast. The boys put in a lot of hard work. Our next community service activity is going to be June 19th. We're partnering with Meridian Ranch for their trails. So NHS and the athletic department will be there hiking all the trails to Meridian Ranch, picking up all the garbage. As far as that, the spring sports banquet for track is on this coming Monday at 6 o'clock. Desserts only. You guys are more than welcome to come and kind of see the kids get recognized for everything that they've accomplished this year. In June, we actually start boys and girls high school basketball already. Every Tuesday and Thursday, the girls are in partnership with James Irwin, Sand Creek, Pine Creek. We'll be playing scrimmages 1 quarter at a time. Our boys are actually part of the Evangel Christian Academy's summer league, so they will be playing Tuesdays and Thursdays at ECA. They'll be playing full games, 4 quarters, and then you both will be playing on June 21st and 22nd at Callahan, ECA, James Irwin. Just a tournament for 2 days, just to give the kids a little bit extra playing time going into next season. High school and middle school cheer just completed tryouts this past week. It was a blast. We ended up having 15 high school girls try out. We took all the girls. Middle school cheer had 8 new members come out, a lot of them being 5th graders coming into 6th grade next year. We actually had a couple kids from Falcon Middle that Falcon Middle does not offer middle school cheer, so they wanted to come try out. By the end of the first day, they were enrolling in school here. So they were like, girls are friendly, we want to be a part of the team, we want to go to classes with these girls, we want to be a part of something. So they're looking, I joked with them the other day, I said, we budgeted enough money for one team to go to nationals, I don't care whether it's middle school or high school, who's getting so they're working towards it. It has been nice to kind of get to that next step. We've been recognized. Other schools that are now hosting cheerleading competitions have actually invited us to more competitions, so we have an extra one in October. So we'll have 3 competitions in 4 weeks, in October through November, and that will kind of decide if they qualify for nationals. There's 2 different locations for nationals this year. One is in Dallas, and the other one is at Disney World, actually televised by ESPN. So the girls want to be there because they want to be seen on TV. So they're a little bit excited about it. So it's kind of curious. The cheerleading cheer is actually partnering it with one of the local churches. Their goal this year is to partner with the Go Eat Great program, which is instead of just being the spirit of your school, you're the spirit of the community. So we don't see Falcon cheerleaders out everywhere. We don't see kind of that they want to be out there doing things, getting the community more involved, not just with who we are, but just kind of helping the community be better at what we are. And so they're starting a unified cheer team, which will be for kids with special needs. And they are partnering with Banning Lewis. Banning Lewis has invited us, since we don't have a football team, that the unified cheer team will be able to perform in a volleyball game on a Thursday night, and then we'll go to Banning Lewis on Friday, and we're actually going to perform with the Banning Lewis cheerleaders there. So that's kind of a cool relationship that we've had, especially running their track and everything, getting to work with them, and get to give back to the community together. Esports has expanded. Middle school teams will actually begin being allowed to play starting next year at competition. And I actually just got an email today that one part of that is actually going to be chess is being added. So instead of our chess club being able to play only against themselves, now they're going to be able to log on and play virtually against other schools across the state, with the state champion being named at the end of the school year for a high school chess team. I think that's about it, though. It's like I said, it's summer's here, but it's not here for us. It's just hit the ground running. And then we'll have practices all of July, and the gym floor gets done May 24th, and they're planning on working all weekend, every weekend until it's done. It was supposed to take 4 weeks. They're now anticipating 3.
And then hopefully we can take a year off from having the gym floor worked on.
As long as we don't have any flyers.
Cover it with Home Depot buckets. Just get a bunch of Home Depot
Tarps.
buckets. Just moves.
Those are the drums in the music department.
There you go.
All right. Anything else? Good.
Just that, we mentioned the gym floor starting up. That's a major project. We did finish the siding on the building here, so we're happy about that. And then we have some playground improvement to make here after the holiday as well. Just getting ready for the normal summer improvements, painting and patching walls and things like that. So, and then we do have the business manager update
Right.
there. Ms. Miller, you want to address any of those issues?
Just wanted to state that we did get the MLO funds. I had a second submission, so we received about $75,000 back from that. So we're only halfway through what we could spend, and so I still have additional submissions to go. I gotta find my page. Sorry, guys. Okay, quarterly consolidated reports were sent to the bondholders on May 10th, around the same time that you guys received the budget. Had a meeting with benefit brokers just a couple days ago, and there's going to have to be some decisions made as far as like which way we want to go. And so we discussed that with Mr. Manley, and I think he had an idea.
We have some options. It's not a pretty market right now, but we're gonna
Super Bowl.
try to do some things to help reduce the amount of increase. With some of the choices that we can make with the plans that we offer, and looking at what we can afford to do budget-wise as well. So.
Anything else on
And
the
then some of
budget?
the increases that they stated was, I guess there's been a loss from like healthcare providers and, or, you know, healthcare employees and just different things like that, so.
Whole litany of excuses
Right.
for a
It is
24%
actually,
increase.
It is, so.
Yeah, it's, yeah, we just renewed at our office too, and same thing.
Yeah,
Same thing.
And we shopped around and same thing. It's a bad market right now.
It is.
believe me, the hospitals are not much in any better state than anyone else.
All right,
So, yes.
do we want to talk about the budget now? Or we'll come back to that? Or I guess we come back to the financials.
I mean, yeah, so we, is there anything more we want to?
No, principal report for the budget.
Okay,
That's the next item.
so let's move to board discussion. First item, financials. Ms. Miller.
I'm giving you an updated, budget report because I have to tie it to the CDE, unified budget summary. And so those two should match, even though it changed in the ones that I sent you on Friday. There's not a whole lot of changes. There is less of a deficit than what was originally reported. I took Tabor out, which was 28,000. It should be included in the actual deficit side of that fund balance for 11. So I guess my question is, does anyone have questions, first of all, on what was sent?
No, just, this is projected 630, so it's a conservative budget again this year.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe Mr. Manley had spoken with the district and they said they were anticipating 10,980 for PPR. I did 10,008. So it's still a little bit, so. And then hopefully with updated numbers in October, our budget is gonna look entirely different.
Right. Okay. All right, any questions?
No question.
Any discussions? No discussion? Okay, past meeting minutes, I didn't see any in our packet.
No, I am going back and having to rewatch the meetings and type them
Okay.
out, so I will have them.
Do we need those for the audit?
We do.
July 17th.
Yeah, so, we have a June, do you have a June meeting on the schedule?
No. But we will make sure we have them done. Once our deadline drop dead, July 17th?
17th or 15th,
17th.
17th. But yeah, we don't currently have a meeting scheduled before that,
We'll get something.
so we're gonna have to.
We will get something. Okay. All right, bank resolution. We have lots of resolutions today, guys. The first one is about bank account signers. Mr. Manley, Ms. Miller, do you guys want to explain? This one, basically, we're just changing.
Yeah, it's a.
Who's signing?
Switch, Ms. Moore has been a signer and won't be going forward until
Right.
we replace her with someone.
We replace her with somebody else. So that is what the first bank account signer resolution is. Ms. Moore is leaving us, maybe. Heard she hasn't sold her house yet, so there's still hope.
Okay, that'd be good.
All right, second board discussion, and, you know, when we come back to the resolution, did everybody have a chance to review that? It was emailed a few days ago, I don't remember what day. All right, next thing is the charter contract. It's not. Yes, it is.
Yep.
The charter contract renewal, I have like 5. And so regarding the contract charter renewal, we still don't have our contract that we've seen a draft. And so there is a resolution that was emailed out earlier today that basically, it does. It provides the authority to Dustin, Mr. Manley, and Mr. Geithner to finalize the term of the renewal contract so that we don't have to come back to a board meeting to do it all because we're going into the summer. But it's my understanding we still don't have a final version from D49. So that's that resolution. Does anybody have any questions on that one? Okay. Budget resolution is just the resolution to adopt the budget that was presented by Ms. Miller. There was a draft sent out on Friday. There's been a few updates, but nothing substantial. That is what that resolution is. We already talked about the budget. Any more discussion? Okay. And then the final resolution is the use of the fund balance within the original budget. So essentially on that new budget, you will see we're at a deficit of about 121, sorry. It's close. 121,000 based upon our projections of 630 students. That means that we're gonna have to dip into reserves. And so this resolution allows us to dip into the reserves. Any discussion on that? Further discussion? Okay. All right, public comment. Do we have a public comment sign up sheet? I didn't see it.
No, I didn't get one.
Okay, is anybody here for public comment? All right, we have somebody in attendance, so I was just checking. Anybody else? All right, I will read the public comment anyhow. We appreciate welcome comments on Liberty Tree school operations and programs as part of our public comment. We ask that your comments be made respectful and in an orderly manner. Follow-up action items may be assigned to appropriate board or staff member depending on the comments. During public comment, the board members may choose not to respond to any comment made in public session. In accordance with the board policy, public participation is limited to 3 minutes. Thank you for participating in our public comment forum. Seeing nobody who wants to make public comment, we will move on. All right. Action items. All right, so first is the adoption of financials. Can I get a motion to adopt the financials and the budget?
Motion to adopt the financials in the budget.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right. Financial report passes. All right. I struck out remove from the agenda B because we don't have those minutes. Going on to C, adoption of the bank resolution, which is resolution A.
I make a motion to adopt the bank resolution.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? All right. Resolution A passes. Do I have to read these?
Do we have to read them? I feel like we might have to read them.
If they're posted on our website. Okay. Out of an abundance of caution, I will read it. Whereas Liberty Tree Academy LTA is a Colorado nonprofit corporation and a public charter school authorized by El Paso County, Colorado, School District 49, charter authorizer pursuant to the Constitution and the laws of the state of Colorado, particularly the Charter School Act, Article 30.5 of Title 22 of the Colorado Revised Statutes as amended, CRS, and the terms and provisions of the charter contract charter between the charter authorizer and, whereas LTA's bank, Farmer State Bank, has requested that the LTA board pass a resolution to formally document removing individuals as signers and from having access to all of LTA's accounts with the bank. Whereas the bank has requested the LTA board pass a resolution to formally document removing individuals as credit card holders of cards issued by the bank for LTA. Whereas the bank has requested that the LTA pass a resolution to formally document adding individuals as signers on the accounts. Whereas the bank has requested LTA board pass a resolution to formally document adding credit card holders and specifying their credit limits. And whereas before anyone is issued a credit card or added to the accounts, they shall be given a copy of LTA's then current budget and its then current LTA financial controls document, and each person shall acknowledge receipt of the same in writing. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the board members and directors of LTA as follows. The board hereby approves the removal of Rebecca Moore as signer from the accounts and having access to the accounts. The board hereby approves adding Elizabeth Jency as signer to the accounts. If the conditions are met, which shall be determined by the board treasurer, Mr. Johnson, the board instructs and authorizes Mr. Johnson to carry out the acts approved by the resolution and to sign all documents consistent with this resolution. That if any section, paragraph, clause, or provisions of this resolution for any reason be held to be invalid or unenforceable, the invalidity or unenforceability of such section, paragraph, clause, or provision shall not affect the remaining provisions of this resolution. That all bylaws, orders, and resolutions as part of or parts thereof inconsistent herewith, a lot of words, are hereby repealed to the extent only of such inconsistency. This repealer shall not be construed as reviving any bylaw, order, resolution, or part thereof. This resolution shall be in full force and effect upon its passage and approval. We, the undersigned, hereby certify that the preceding resolution number 20, it actually should be 2024. Or wait, sorry. The preceding resolution number 2023-02-16A was duly adopted under the LTA Board of Directors on February 16th, 2023, and the roll call vote information below is correct. So I guess I have to do a roll call vote. Helen, yay. Geithner, absent. Johnson?
Yay.
Ward?
Yay.
Stuckwish?
Yay.
Swenson, absent. Russell?
Yay.
Okay. All right, and there needs to be signatures on this. So I am adding my name. What, are you just a board at large? Are you just an at large member?
Sure.
Because
Do whatever you want.
the treasurer cannot sign this. Seeing he gives the treasurer authority. All right, signed. All right, next. It's a bank resolution. Okay. Next action item is the approving principal contract renewal and merit pay. Nope, this is not correct. It is regarding the charter contract renewal. Okay, so Board of Directors Resolution 2024-05-16-C, whereas Liberty Tree Academy LTA is a Colorado nonprofit corporation and a public charter school authorized by El Paso County, Colorado, School District 49. Pursuant to the Constitution and laws of the state of Colorado, particularly the Charter School Act, Article 30.5 of Title 22 of the Colorado Revised Statutes as amended, and the terms and provisions of the charter contract between LTA and the charter authorizer, whereas the governing board of LTA board authorized the LTA submitted a renewal application for LTA, and whereas the board desires to enter into the renewal contract with the charter authorizer for LTA, and through this resolution authorizes finalizing renewal contract negotiations and signing of the charter contract. Now, based on preceding recitals, be it resolved, the board hereby instructs and authorizes the Charter School Law Group Legal Counsel, LTA's board president, LTA's principal to finalize the terms of the renewal contract. The board hereby instructs and authorizes the president to approve and sign the renewal contract and carry out all additional actions necessary and consistent in performing the actions approved by this resolution. The board hereby authorizes any other member of the board to attest to the president's signature on the renewal contract. The board has consulted with the principal and legal counsel and reviewed LTA's finances. Based on the foregoing, the board is not aware of any financial, legal, or other liabilities or obligations that would prevent or hinder LTA's ability to enter into the renewal contract. All prior acts and doings of official agents and employees of LTA which conform to the purpose and intent of this resolution and in furtherance therewith shall be and the same hereby are all in respects ratified, approved, and confirmed. This resolution shall take effect immediately upon its passage. Roll call vote. We, the undersigned, hereby certify that LT or Liberty Tree Academy Board of Directors duly adopts the preceding resolution 2024-05-16-C on May 16th, 2024, and that a roll call vote information below is correct. Geithner absent. Helen, yay. Johnson.
Yay.
Revord.
Yay.
Swenson absent. Stuckwish.
Yay.
Russell.
Yay.
Okay, resolution passes. And again, making amendments to the resolution. All right. Resolution passes. Next one. Much shorter. All right. Board resolution dated May 16th, 2024. And this one is 2024-05-16-D. Resolution to approve the Liberty Tree Academy 2024-25 uniform budget summary, consolidated budget for publication in accordance with Colorado Revised Statute 22-44-300 et sec. Be it resolved that the Liberty Tree Academy Board of Education in El Paso County approves the 2024-25 Liberty Tree Academy uniform budget summary to reflect Liberty Tree Academy School and the Building Corporation's consolidated budget as presented during the May 16, 2024 board meeting. This resolution appropriates a combined $9,385,816 in funding for total expenses with a projected ending fund balance of $4,059,938 in June of 2025. Liberty Tree total expenses of $8,010,272 with an estimated ending balance of $3,560,491,000. Building Corporation total expenses being $1,375,544 with an estimated ending balance of $499,447. And I think we have to do a roll call vote on this.
Nobody's moved to.
Oh, can I get a motion?
What?
Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you. Speeding through it. All right, second.
Second.
All right, roll call vote. Geithner's absent. Helen, yay. Johnson,
Yay.
Reward,
Yay.
Russell,
Yay.
Stuckwish.
Yay.
Right. Swenson and Geithner are absent. All right, resolution passes. Can you make that amendment on there? All right. Action item. Board Resolution 2024-05-16-E, use of the beginning fund balance with the initial budget, whereas Liberty Tree Academy LTA is a Colorado nonprofit corporation and a public charter school authorized by El Paso County, Colorado School District 49, pursuant to the Constitution and laws of the state of Colorado, particularly the Charter School Act, Article 30.5 of Title 22 of the Colorado Revised Statutes as amended, and the terms and the provisions of the charter contract between the charter authorizer. Whereas Colorado Revised Statute 22-44-105 states that a budget duly adopted pursuant to this article shall not provide for expenditures, interfund transfers, or reserves in excess of available revenues and beginning fund balances. Whereas the board may authorize the use of a portion of the beginning fund balance in the budget, stating the amount to be used, the purpose for which the expenditure is needed, and LTA's plan to ensure that the use of the beginning fund balance will not lead to ongoing deficit. And whereas the board has determined the beginning fund balance in the LTA general fund is sufficient to allow for one-time expenditures needed for the current fiscal year, and the action will not lead to ongoing deficit. Now therefore be it resolved by the board of directors of LTA as follows. Number one, the board authorizes the use of $121,072 of LTA's beginning fund balance for fiscal year 2024-25, which shall be used in Fund 11, which will leave an anticipated fund balance of $491,000 as of June 30, 2025. The initial LTA, number two, the initial LTA budget approved on May 16, 2024 for fiscal year 2024-25 is approved such that $8,010,272 is appropriated for expense in Fund 11. Number three, the initial Building Corporation budget approved on May 16, 2024 for fiscal year 24-25 is approved such that $1,375,544 is appropriated for expense in Fund 26. Number four, the consolidated budget, which includes Liberty Tree Academy Fund 11 and the Corporation Fund 26, appropriates the total expenditures to $9,385,816 with the anticipated consolidated ending fund balance of $4,010,447 $59,938. This resolution shall be in full force of and effect upon its passage and approval. We, the undersigned, hereby certify that the Liberty Tree Academy Board of Directors duly adopted the preceding resolution number 2024-0516-E on May 16, 2024, and that the roll call vote information below is correct. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve the resolution number 2024-05-16-E.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All right. Geithner absent. Helen DA. Johnson.
Aye.
Revord.
Yay.
Suckwish.
Yes.
Russell.
Yay.
Okay. Resolution approved. All right. That is all of our action items for now. All right. Number 12, executive session. We are going to enter into executive session. We have executive session on the agenda. Colorado Revised Statute, section 246402 4F, personnel matters, specifically to discuss an individual employee. That employee is here present. It's Mr. Manley. Can I get a motion to move into executive session?
Make motion to move to executive session.
Second?
I'll second that.
Go ahead, Ivy, you're good.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Any objection? All right, we are going to enter in executive session. It is 7:25. And we're going to enter into executive session. We're starting there in about 5 minutes, 3 minutes. All right. And we will be in executive session. Can somebody pause that? All right, we are back from executive session. It is 8:38. I have officially lost all my papers. Okay. This big messy stuff. All right. Next agenda item is the principal contract renewal and merit pay resolution. So I will read it if I can find it. Does anybody have?
You just had it.
All right, got it right here. All right, Liberty Tree Academy Board of Directors Resolution 2024-05-16-B, approving principal contract renewal and merit pay. Whereas Liberty Tree Academy LTA is a Colorado nonprofit corporation and public charter school authorized by El Paso County, Colorado, School District 49, pursuant to the Constitution and laws of the state of Colorado, particularly the Charter School Act, Article 30.5 of Title 22 of the Colorado Revised Statutes as amended, and the terms and provisions of the charter contract between LTA and the charter authorizer. Whereas the LTA board previously entered into employment contracts with Nathan Manley, pursuant to which he has served as principal of LTA. Whereas the current employment contract, 2023 contract, between LTA and Mr. Manley will end June 30, 2024. Whereas the board desires Mr. Manley to continue as principal of LTA and seeks to retain him as principal for the next fiscal year, July 1, 2024 through July 30, 2025, by entering into another employment contract, the 2024 contract. Whereas the board has discussed Mr. Manley's job performance in executive session and desires to provide him with merit pay in accordance to the 2023 contract. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Directors of LTA as follows. The board, number one, the board authorizes the continuation of Mr. Manley's employment as principal of LTA, contingent on his acceptance of the terms of the 2024 contract, approved by the LTA board through this resolution. The board hereby approves, number two, the board hereby approves the 2024 contract, a draft of which was presented to the board at or before this meeting, and hereby directs and authorizes the board president to finalize and sign the same as amended. Number three, the LTA board declares the resolution number 2023-04-20B is no longer in effect and is not applicable to Mr. Manley. Number four, the board hereby approves the letter dated May 16, 2024 to Mr. Manley and merit pay addressed therein, which was discussed in executive session, and hereby directs and authorizes the board president to finalize and sign the same. Number five, all prior acts and doings of the officials, agents, and employees of LTA, which conform to the purpose and intent of this resolution and in furtherance therewith, shall be and the same hereby are in all respects ratified, approved, and confirmed. This resolution shall be in full force and effect upon its passage and approval. We, the undersigned, hereby certify that Liberty Tree Academy Board of Directors duly adopted the preceding resolution number 2024-05-16-B on May 16, 2024, and that the roll call vote information is correct. I have a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion to approve the resolution as read.
Second.
Second.
Geithner absent. Helen Diea. Johnson.
Yay.
Revord.
Yay.
Swenson's absent. Stuckwish.
Yay.
Russell.
Yay.
Okay. Approved. All right. The board would like to make a comment.
Mr. Manley has made the decision to forego merit pay increase, and while the board respectfully honors his request, we do have an additional comment that we'd like to provide.
So, not to be done by Mr. Surratt, who I'm sure I wish was here to do this better. We have, with the aid of ChatGPT, prepared a statement or a rap. I'm not rapping it. I will read it. Yo, listen up, gather round, let me tell you a tale. about a principal who's bold, set to prevail. In the heart of the school where minds do thrive, he's the captain of the ship, keeping dreams alive. He walks with swagger, head held high, not chasing fame or a fancy tie. His currency's respect, not dollars or cents. He's all about growth, making students sense. He's the principal renegade, breaking the mold, putting students first. That's how he rolls. Merit pay, nah, he got his own decree. Board nods in approval because his work they see. In the boardroom meetings, they discuss his fate, but he's already decided no need to debate. He's got passion in his veins, fire in his eyes, transforming lives, reaching for the skies. He's a mentor, a leader, a beacon of light in a world full of darkness, shining bright. His legacy is not the numbers or the scores. It's in the hearts of the kids opening doors. He's the principal renegade, breaking the mold, putting students first. That's how he rolls. Merit pay, nah, he's got his own decree. Board nods in approval because his work they see. He's not in it for the fame or the glory. He's in it for the students. That's the story. A true educator with a heart of gold. In the halls of learning, his tale is told. So here's to the principal, bold and true. For all that he does, hats off to you. For growing merit pay, his choice is clear. It's the hearts of his student. He's a true pioneer. So we appreciate everything that you do, Mr. Manley. All right. We are going to have a board meeting before July 17th, probably in June. Do we have any days? Can we get like 4 days that we can choose from? It doesn't have to be a... Does anybody else's employer give them the 19th off, which is
No.
Juneteenth Day? Mine does.
Huh?
I'm going to be gone that weekend, June 20th, and I'm reporting the 24th.
Okay.
Do we want to do something really early?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess if it depends on Raylene. how she
June
feels about-
6th, Raylene?
I'm in Boston.
Okay, what about your schedule?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Can we do
I'm out of town the 6th.
Can we do the 4th?
I don't think it has to be a Thursday either.
Yeah, the 4th is a Tuesday.
I'm out of town that day.
Are you out that whole week?
Yes.
Okay, so let's look at the following week.
Can you call in?
That might be rough.
I have here. Can we do Monday the 10th?
I can do Monday the 10th.
I'm good with that.
Yes.
I may be calling in, but
You can call in.
Can I call in?
Yeah. Virtual meeting on the 10th.
Yeah,
Nobody's coming
virtual meeting 10th.
here. Does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's primarily to do the minutes, right? So we can,
Yeah, but you don't even need to be here. I mean, we're gonna keep the agenda very, very short. And then hopefully we'll have a contract. Maybe we approve your contract that day too.
Board meeting, June 10th, 6:30,
Yep.
virtual.
All right. Anything else? Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn the
Did I
meeting.
do everything on here?
Yes, you did.
Here we go. And meeting's adjourned.